What's up everybody and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be checking out the all-new 2026 Subaru Solterra. This one is the Touring XT, finished off in Astra Black Metallic. Now, as of now, we don't have 100% pricing and specs on this available. Judging by the 25-year model, the top trim's around $45,000. I would assume this is going to be close to that mid to upper $40,000 mark. This is a huge step up over the previous generation. And if you're unfamiliar with the Subaru Solterra, it is built as the same car as the Toyota BZ. And just like the Toyota BZ, the previous generation one was the BZ4X. That is the same as the old Solterra. So this whole new generation of the BZ and the Solterra, these are really nice electric cars. So with that said, let's get right into Subaru's version, see what this thing has to offer. So taking a look at some of the specifications for the 2026 Subaru Solterra, this is a fully electric crossover featuring a 74.7 kilowatt hour battery. This has 338 horsepower. It's also paired to Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive system. It has a max range at 288 miles and 0 to 60 is 4.9 seconds. Significantly more power than the previous generation. It is a lot nicer in every which way possible. Curb weight is going to be around 4,500 pounds. The overall length is 184.6 inches, and then this has a wheelbase at 112.2 inches. Now moving on to the exterior styling of the 2026 Subaru Solterra, you can see how much nicer this looks than the previous generation. It's got a really clean look, especially with the body colored fender arches, and then I really like these LED headlights. You can see these 6 different sections of it, running light right throughout the center, Subaru badge in the center as well with a forward-facing camera. Just a very clean front end design to be super aerodynamic. You have forward-facing parking sensors, the actual headlight beam is down below, and then we have just a little bit of the plastic black in the lower portion of the bumper. So it's got a really stylish look to it. You can see some of that Subaru style to it, which is nice because the other version, of course, will look more like a Toyota. However, we have some sharp lines on the hood that you'll see are the same on the Toyota version. But we have this nice black trim panel as well in the upper portion, charge port on this side. Just a good looking style. You really can't go wrong. This car has actually turned some heads in the last week that I've been trying it out. You also have a nice set of 20-inch wheels with a dual tone design, multi-spoke look. And then we have some of that plastic trim down below, and then body colored mirror caps as well as the door handles. We have an integrated turn signal, a side view camera, all black trim throughout all the windows, and then a nice sunroof up above with that panoramic style. Got a shark fin antenna as well as a rear spoiler. And then the side profile is pretty sharp. It's got a really cool design to it, a smaller footprint, and then I like all the sharp body lines you're gonna get throughout the side profile. You can see that sloping rear end, which has a really cool look, and then a nice set of LED taillights, integrated spoiler up above, and then all blacked out badging for the Subaru Solterra Touring and the all-wheel drive logo. Got all your parking sensors down below, and then just a little bit of the plastic black in the lower part of the rear diffuser. So it really does come together quite nicely. It's a good looking car. And then taking a look at the key fob, we have lock, unlock, the trunk release, and even an auto start for the AC system. So pretty cool way to go there. You can keep the car locked, of course. Just grab the door handle. It's gonna automatically unlock. We can check out the interior. I really like the interior. Everything is a soft touch material, and this one's featuring a blue and black design, so it's really cool looking. For the door panel, we have all the soft touch up above, memory seating, all of your lock, unlock controls, window controls, mirror controls, and then this nice soft touch blue padded material. You have the grab handle and storage, and then taking a look at the seats, we have all your power controls, lumbar support as well, and then the smooth blue leather type material with the perforations throughout it in the black. So really stylish. I like the stripe up above, super sporty looking seats, and then we got that really cool looking square shaped steering wheel with your Subaru badge right in the center. And then now inside the 2026 Subaru Solterra, keep my foot on the brake, we can go ahead and fire it up. Got the full multimedia screen as well as the gauge cluster screen that's going to roar to life. For the steering wheel, we have a couple of different controls for the steering wheel. You also have some Bluetooth and audio. Cruise control is all going to be on the right side. You're going to see these paddles as well that'll configure the regenerative braking. And then we have the stock on the right side for windshield wiper controls, and then stock on the left for turn signals and headlights. For the gauge cluster screen, you're going to get a pretty nice style. You can scroll over and then scroll up and down through all sorts of different information. You have your audio controls, different status within the battery, we have messages, and then back to your eco and consumption. So it's a nice design. And then as we take a step back, you can see on the left side, we have the odometer button. We also have the tailgate release, and then our automatic headlights. So you got more of the blue soft touch, and then this black soft touch as well. Got a cool integration with that upper section. and then just a very unique dashboard style with a massive tablet style screen. But I definitely like to see all the soft touch throughout the door and dash, especially with the two-tone. It does give it a very nice appearance, and it makes this feel pretty nice. Now again, being a Toyota vehicle overall, you can see this is a Toyota designed screen with a Lexus style integrated all into it. I believe the new Lexus RZ will be also the same platform. So fun to see 3 different cars all on the same platform. So of course, if you're used to Toyota, you're gonna get your basic nav design. You have the audio that'll come up. You have your phone integration, and then there's gonna be settings within the car as well. Driving assistant, trip information. You can go under the all-wheel drive and get a good depiction there. So we got a lot of good information as expected, and then you can go into here and see a few more things. Now, if we go ahead and take a look at the drive select, with my foot on the brake, you push this down and over to reverse, and then down and over for drive, and then you P button for park. But when we're in reverse, you have a really nice backup camera with an HD design, top-down view as well, and then that front view when you're in drive. Going back into park. So for climate controls, it's integrated into the screen, so you can see these nice dials for your temperature. We have fan speed right in the center, heated and ventilated seats with heated steering wheel, air conditioning of course, and then if you tap climate, you can adjust it a little bit. You can exit out of there. We also have this icon you can go into for a lot of different safety information, more convenience features, and then all the driver's assistance. So nice to see that. Of course, if you're used to Toyota and Lexus, you're pretty familiar with this interior. Got your air vents down below, and then there's gonna be 2 wireless phone charging pads. We have a shortcut for the camera, the brake hold, park and brake, and then on the right side we have our X mode as well as the plus and minus here. So if I tap X mode, you're gonna see that popping up on the center screen with those different drive modes. You have more settings right there, and then you can turn traction control off as well. And then back to the center, we just have some more of this gray trim, and then there's a little bit of hidden storage down below, 2 cup holders in the center, and more of this blue padded soft touch material. Now for the center, we can pop that open left and right side, which is a really cool touch. And then there's no glove box as well, so you're just gonna get this kind of padded material down below. And then just one last look at the interior. Again, huge step up from the previous generation, which honestly I was not a fan of, but this has been really nice overall. You're also gonna get a digital rear view mirror, which is a really good touch. Garage door buttons underneath it. You have the roof controls and then that massive panoramic sunroof all up above. Moving on to the rear seat space, I can just grab the door handle and open it up. The rear door panel is finished off just like we saw up front. You have all this nice soft touch blue as well as the soft touch on the black. Just your window control, release handle, and grab handle. And then all the same seating back here with the blue and the perforations throughout the black. This can seat 3 people. In the center, you can even pull that down for a nice armrest with cup holders and a phone slot. And there's nice climate control vents with 1 little adjustment, heated seats, a couple plugs, and then storage behind these seats. You can comfortably even fit a car seat and comfortably sit in front of that, which has been a great touch. And then we have this lever right here we can pull, and these seats are gonna fold nice and flat. Of course, all of them will fold flat if needed, and we have a ton of space into the back. So then hopping into the back seat now with the Subaru Solterra. So at 5'11", honestly, there is a lot of room in this car. So headroom wise, I got a couple inches, which is really nice. Even the driver's seat at my height, you have a ton of knee room and leg room. Now I'd say I do feel kind of tall. My legs are up quite high. The seat base is a little on the low side. So wouldn't mind obviously having maybe larger seats. The recline angle is good. And then maybe if I just kind of spread my legs out a little bit, that's really the only downfall, is just the seat is kind of low for my legs. Everything else though, is very roomy. Again, the car seat fits great. This really could be a fantastic family electric car. We've been using it all week. And honestly, we have no complaints. My wife sits back here perfectly comfortable being shorter than me. So well-sized car for sure. And then moving on to the cargo space, I can just grab the button right underneath the A, and we have that power lift gate to pop this open. It's gonna get quite a lot of storage space in the back with a very flat load floor. We even have a privacy cover if needed that's gonna pop into those small grooves. We have a power outlet over on that side along with the light, and from the back you can even reach those handles to fold down those seats. As you can tell, they're gonna fold pretty flat to really maximize how much space you have. So it's a really, really usable car. We even have a Harman Kardon audio with a subwoofer back here. And then pulling up the floor, we have a storage area where you can easily fit the charger. So no complaints with that. And we have our button up above, as well as the lock button, and we can very easily close everything all down. All right, so we are now setting off in the Subaru Solterra. I just got it in the Eco Drive mode right now. We're just kind of cruising around town. This is a huge step up from the old generation. This actually feels like a really nice car overall, especially with all the soft touch materials. Honestly, it's been a pleasant car to drive in. The comfort levels, the seats are really comfortable and really padded. It's a very open interior, especially with all the light that's let in with that panoramic sunroof. So I really had no complaints with dailying this around town. I can get the seat in a comfortable position. It's a little different with this gauge screen up above and just kind of how the steering wheel is laid out. I remember the previous generation one, the steering wheel just felt like it was in my lap. It was really odd. This feels pretty cool, like a, I don't know, like a simulator video game or something, just the way it's square shaped and how it feels. So it's been fun to just kind of cruise around the town. Visibility's all really good. Can't complain with all that. It's been easy to just kind of maneuver. It's easy to park. The camera system works great. But just the overall ride quality is something that I really like. It feels luxurious, and you can tell kind of that Toyota Lexus integration with it. I mean, it's a nice car at the end of the day. It really is well done in kind of every way you look at it. Now, this is significantly more powerful than the old one. Also, with the all-wheel drive, I mean, it just makes this a lot nicer to drive once again. The old one, you know, wasn't really quick, especially for an electric car. Electric cars are kind of fast normally, and the old one just really wasn't quick at all. So this one just has a lot more power. Ride quality, once again, it's super quiet. You just don't hear wind noise, road noise, or anything like that. I mean, it really does a good job just being an insulated, luxury feeling car without breaking the bank. And it just drives nice. Now, with the all-wheel drive and the steering feel and everything, it's responsive. The steering is very responsive to where, you know, you're going back and forth on the turns, feels really good. And that power is insane. This thing will squeal the tires, make traction control flicker on you too. If we slow it down a little bit and do kind of a launch a little bit in the power mode, this thing books it. Fighting traction a little bit, and we're right up to speed. This thing moves, so I like how you got some good power out of it, and it's really smooth at the same time. So it's just been a pleasant car. It takes turns nicely. Yeah, really no complaints with just how the driving dynamics are with this Solterra. If you want a good electric car, I'd say this is now up there with some of the best affordable crossovers. It's good for the family. Again, we've had no complaints using this for the family, Costco trips. No complaints whatsoever. The cruise control all works really good, especially when you are on the highway, you know, the lane centering, steering intervention, all that. I mean, it's just gonna do a good job being a nice, normal car at the end of the day with no complaints. So moving on to my honest thoughts with the all-new 2026 Subaru Solterra. So again, this and the Toyota BZ are basically the same car. We were at Toyota's headquarters earlier in this year, and we got to check out the all-new BZ. And again, all new car. The previous generation, I did not like even in the slightest. I thought it was honestly a pretty bad option, probably one of the worst choices out there. The BZ4X and the original Solterra. Not a good way to go. New ones, after driving the new Toyota BZ, very impressed. It's got the power, it's got the refinements. Solterra, obviously gonna be exactly the same. And when I'm in this, that's what I'm finding. It is a nice car. It is a night and day difference. So if you're looking at a 2025 and then see a 2026, by far go 2026. This new one is a whole new vehicle. So what I like about it, for one, is the interior build quality. The soft touch on everything makes this just feel like a significantly nicer car than even just some more expensive normal luxury cars. Like, it's a nice interior, it feels good. The seats are super comfortable, the climate control, the ventilated seats, how quiet this is. I mean, this genuinely is just a very nice car. While this is definitely unique styled with the massive tablet, the gauge cluster screen way up there, and the steering wheel that's kind of lower, it doesn't feel as weird as the old one. It feels nice, it feels cool. Again, no complaints. And then the biggest thing is the power. So we're in drive mode. If we go to eco mode, I mean, it's still quick, no slouch, just a little bit more conservative throttle response. That way, if you're kind of just giving it some gas, it's not like you're just gonna floor it all the time. Normal mode, of course, makes it a bit more normal feeling, and then when you're in the power mode, I mean, it's got power. It lifts the front end up a little bit, and it's surprising. The old one was slow and very not fun to drive. This has been great to zip around town. I've had no complaints. It's got the power to get up on highway speeds. It's comfortable out on the highway. I mean, it's just a good overall car. And now, you know, the Solterra is up there with some of the better crossovers out there. If you're looking for a affordable electric crossover, this is absolutely something to put on the list. And the styling too, while it looks pretty much the same as the Toyota, basically the front bumper is a little bit different. This has turned heads. At Costco, a guy in an F-150 Lightning came up and we were talking about it a little bit. So cool to see how, you know, an electric crossover is gonna get some other EV fans' attention, and they're gonna be checking this out and, you know, looking at the cool style. It's a great looking car, it really is. Now that we have a little bit of wet roads, let's see if we can squeal the tires a little bit, because again, this thing's got some power. So from 20, traction control flickered a little bit, but didn't screw the tires. So it's gonna manage that power well too with Subaru's all-wheel drive system. I don't think I have any major complaints with this. I think the only one thing I'm not a fan of, which nitpicky, 2 wireless phone chargers. Yes, that is a great selling point. It makes people wanna buy the car. Personally, I never actually need a wireless phone charging pad. My phone's always charged. I charge it every night. And honestly, I go every other day because I don't really use my phone that much. But while it's cool to have 2 wireless charging pads right here, I would honestly rather just have a deeper bucket to put stuff. Ironically, yes, I put my phone and keys right in the center all the time, but I don't know, I wouldn't mind something deeper instead of just a shallow phone charging pad, just because, I don't know, I'd rather have more of a storage area versus pads. I'd rather have the charging kind of tucked away a little bit rather than just kind of the big focal point of the center. So that's my only kind of complaint. I don't really need that. I don't know if most people just never charge their phones and always depend on wireless charging pads. I just never seem to actually use them. So that's my only complaint. Personal preference, pretty irrelevant to how functional this car is. You got the hidden space, which I can fit a really large water bottle and some other things. So there you go, the 2026, the all-new Subaru Solterra top trim level. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Stay tuned for plenty more content, and I'll see you all in the next video.